History is made at 5:05 p.m. For you, my dear, the fruit of my labor.
A year's worth of research and a pile of money to take a bite out of an apple. Better get the Nobel Committee on the phone now.
The machine didn't take the bite out of the apple. You did. This apple.
I take it this is the part where you tell me what's going on?
In a moment. Take a bite first. Now look.
An exact match. What's going on?
Oh, some asymmetrical nodes producing angular momentum vectors. Some electrons releasing energy dropping off from one wave state to another. You know, some Einstein, some Niels Bohr, some razzle, some dazzle, and a whole lot of science with a capital S.
Where did it go?
Right here. And the correct question isn't where, it's when. The apple will go back in time to a few minutes ago when we first picked it up. Start the whole process over.
You've invented a time machine.
Yes.
You've answered half the questions in the universe and created a billion new ones. It's staggering. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So, Thurston Crane, how does it feel to be the greatest scientific genius the world has ever known?
I'm just happy I could create something to benefit mankind.
How much toil and trouble did it take to create the most important invention in the history of the world?
There's really no trouble at all. It just came to me. My mind is like a finely honed razor.
Where do you get your scientific genius from? Where does your spark come from?
Well, I would have to give my parents credit. It's been proven that toys promote intellectual development. And the toy collection my parents provided me was second to none. Sending me to MIT didn't hurt either.
Let's go upstairs and really celebrate. Giant brains turn me on. So what are you going to do with your first billion? Lamborghini, private jet, ooh, solid gold bathtub.
Hang on a sec.
Thurston, we need. Thurston, Crane. eBay auction closing. Thurston, we need.
Criminy. My Shogun Word went for $500. And it was the Mazinga, the one with the misprint.
Who cares about eBay, Thurston? You're about to be the richest man in the world. You're not going to need those internet auctions anymore.
Well, I'm not counting my money just yet, Paula. I still need over $5,000 to pay for the time travel impact assessment. If this thing can throw the world off kilter, I have to do the responsible thing and destroy it.
Who's doing the assessment?
A couple of guys with PhDs in logic. They're the best in the business, but they don't come cheap. And they won't cut me a break on cost because they think this is all a big joke. And I gotta come clean with you, Paula. I'm broke. All the grant money, all the money my parents gave me, it's all gone. And I don't want to borrow any more money from you. And I haven't been able to raise any more because nobody thinks this is possible. And quite frankly, I'm not comfortable telling them that it is. Hence, I'm angry that Mazinga went for a paltry $500.
You know, you could get an actual job instead of buying and selling junk on eBay.
A, this is not junk. This is collectible memorabilia. And B, I cannot work for little brains, Paula. You know, if only all this stuff wasn't out of the box, it'd be worth a bundle.
That's funny. Remember last month when we were watching your home Christmas movies and you were opening that one robot lizard toy?
Robozilla.
Right, and you said
No, say it. Robozilla.
Robozilla. Anyway, you were mad at yourself for opening it because you said it was one of the rare ones?
Yeah, the one with the crossed eyes. They only made 10 of them.
And how much did you say that you could get for that on eBay?
$5,000. Hey. Is this on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're ready.
I think the lights
Merry
on, honey.
Christmas.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay.
right, this will be great.
Yeah, we have a present for you I think you're gonna like. You can open it.
We know the date exactly. We know the time the presents were opened. We know the place where I...
But this could cause some kind of paradox. You don't want to destroy the world, remember?
Of course, but I did the apple experiment and there was no problem. Besides, I'd only be going back in time a few years and I'd only be there for a few minutes.
But you don't know everything that could happen. Let me ask you a question. What would have happened if you had decided not to send the apple back in time to 5:05 p.m.?
I suppose I would have had to have sent it back at some point in the future. See, that's part of the awesome responsibility that comes with an invention of this magnitude.
But what if you had decided not to? Okay, the apple visited us from the future because you sent it back in time, but where would it have come from if you had decided not to send it back?
Well, I suppose the apple would have had to have come from a parallel universe. Part of my theory on time travel is that it can create divergent realities. Or perhaps it created a strain on the fabric of the universe until one day it just, boom, pops like a kitten in a microwave.
Well, that's why it sounds so dangerous to me. Look, I know that the suspense must be killing you, but don't you think you should wait?
No. You can't open it now, sweetheart. Remember I told you the way it works is that you get to open one and then Mommy and Daddy get to open one, okay?
But I want to open it now.
No, you have to wait. Those are the rules.
But I want to open it now.
Thurston.
Patience never was my strong suit. Look, it'll be fine. Ta-da!
What is that?
I don't want my parents or my younger self to recognize me. Think what kind of a terrible Freudian nightmare could erupt.
Oh, indeed, a sci-fi Oedipus. So you are really going to ruin Christmas. Why don't you just find out where your parents hid the toys the night before, and then you could just avoid the whole mess.
It's more important to minimize the exposure to the past than it is to minimize the exposure to myself.
Well, why a ninja?
I'll make a good story for the younger me, the ninja who stole Christmas. And it'll be just one more charming anecdote in my arsenal from when we first meet, my dear.
Well, wait a minute, Thurston. If that's true, then shouldn't you have told me that anecdote already? Shouldn't I already know the story of the ninja who stole Christmas?
No, because I haven't gone back in time yet.
But you will. Or will you?
Yes, I will.
Well, then I should know that story already. Thurston, maybe going back just changes the past so much that we never even meet.
Paula, if that's true, then what are you doing here? It'll be fine. Have a seat.
All right, Thurston. Well, what do you want me to do?
I have everything set up. All you have to do is follow the prompts and push the big Buddha button when I give you the signal.
Buddha?
Yes, makes you one with the universe. That's the idea behind my machine.
Always the clever one.
6:05 and history is written again.
Oh, we're ready.
I think the lights
Merry
on, honey.
Christmas.
Yeah, okay. It's good. Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay.
All right, this will be great.
Yeah, we have a present for you I think you're gonna like. You can open it.
Dude, sucks that happened to you, man.
Yeah, that's why when I go back in time, I'm only gonna take one toy from myself. I'm not giving some poor kid a complex like what happened to me.
Gotta say, dude, I'm pretty impressed by your time machine. It's a lot cooler than the pina colada robot you made.
Thanks.
Say, 10-number reporter. So, thirsty? How does it feel to be sitting on a great big fat pile of loot?
I gotta say, it feels pretty good.
Yeah? How did you get to like science?
Well, it's been proven that toys promote intellectual development. My parents tried their best to provide me with a grand collection. Sending me to Caltech didn't hurt either.
Right. Was it tough to invent the time machine?
Yeah, Moose. It's a time machine. But I'm glad you asked, because once you get some fissionable materials together, which I was able to do, then you can
Blah, blah, blah. Don't care, Poindexter. Time for Xbox.
Holy crap! Mazinga went for $400. $400? Am I some kind of parallel universe or something?
Dude, I told you, you could just go back in time and rob a bank or bet on the Super Bowl or something. Stealing toys from yourself, small potatoes.
Yeah, but I don't want to create a paradox. That's why I'm limiting my exposure to the past. Anyway, I only need about $6,000. If I could just snag the Boba Fett with Darth Vader head and the G.I. Joe with Tai Chi grip, I think I'll have enough.
Tai Chi.
Yeah, couldn't hold a wet noodle. Toys with mistakes are limited runs. They're worth more.
Why? Seems like mistakes ought to be worth less.
Well, that's just the way it is, Moose. Supply and demand.
You know, I don't even know why you need this logic report. I mean, haven't there been enough movies about time travel for you to be able to figure it out?
Believe me, Moose, a movie cannot convey the magnitude of this. Trust me.
I guess you are the smart one. But couldn't stealing toys from yourself just cause a big problem?
Nah,